Today's Evening First Alert Weather Show is brought to you by Bresky Siding.
Good New Year's Eve, Mid-Michigan. Chief Meteorologist Chris Easlick with your New Year's Eve update. Planning on this being a quick one tonight just because of the holiday, and really there's not much to talk about compared to what we have been seeing the last several days. It looks like we're finally getting a much-deserved break. Not to say that we don't have some things to be concerned about for tonight. Still have some slippery roads here and there, but overall things starting to quiet down as we would expect. So what is going on with the radar tonight is we do have at least a little bit of snow that is still ongoing in areas like Roscommon County. There was a winter weather advisory issued there earlier today. That advisory is going to go until 7 o'clock in the morning. Seems like the lake effect, as it typically does, is very persistent in that area. You get a small change in wind direction and you get a little bit of extra lake effect snow. So there shouldn't be a ton more accumulation out of that, but enough for that advisory to go until 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. Let me see if they have updated it in the meantime here. Nope, looks like they updated it at 3:50 this afternoon and haven't updated it since. So at 3:50 they said additional accumulations between about 1 and 3 inches. That was several hours ago, of course. And so I think from this point forward, there's not going to be too much to worry about. So I think we're moving in the right direction, even in Houghton Lake. As we take a look at the sky tracker here, the snow that passed through earlier today that caused a little bit more trouble out on the roads in more of a widespread snow fashion is starting to move off to the south and east. It is no longer an issue for us as far as any snow that is falling from the sky, but still keep in mind that traffic could be a little slower here and there as we go throughout tonight. We do have, of course, road crews out. Saw several when I took a drive for dinner tonight, and definitely looks like they're making progress compared to what we had earlier on this evening. We didn't have a 6 o'clock newscast tonight because of the Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl that was on CBS, but we did have much worse traffic a little bit earlier today, and seems like that is starting to improve a little bit. If we zoom down towards Genesee County and some of those highways that are running into Oakland County, that's where we saw most of our slowdowns a little bit earlier on. Seems like that has even improved. Some of that probably less people on the roads compared to rush hour this afternoon. But still, if you are headed out here soon, maybe you haven't left yet, maybe you're getting set to go out to those plans a little bit later on tonight, just know that the roads are still dicey, and they likely will be tomorrow morning. If we look towards the low temperatures tonight, only expecting temps to really drop into the single digits and low teens. Really not anticipating much of a warm up tomorrow either. If you look at those temperatures tonight, and then we start to zoom into high temperatures on Thursday, really only rising maybe 10 degrees as we go through tomorrow. So looks like upper 20s or upper teens to low 20s for high temperatures on Thursday. Average is right around 31. I think we'll climb back towards that early next week. I think we'll start to see that as you get towards Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of next week. June says, just came in from shoveling my driveway, and we probably got 4 inches already. June, where are you commenting from? Appreciate that report. Just want to know where that is. You've probably told me before, and I cannot remember, but would love to know. Didn't get much at my house in Saginaw. Looked like maybe an inch, maybe a little bit over, if that. So I think, like we talked about last night, totals may be highly variable depending on where you were. But I can believe a 4-inch total. Just wondering where that is. So if you could let me know, that'd be great. As far as your hour-by-hour forecast goes through the night, it's really not terribly exciting. We've got that lake effect that's still ongoing in Roscommon County. Starts to kind of diminish as the night goes along, and then pretty much into the morning hours tomorrow, it's pretty much gone. Wouldn't necessarily say flurries are impossible the next couple of days. Wouldn't expect necessarily any widespread snow. This model right here tends to kick up a little lake effect from time to time on Thursday. Don't necessarily think anything we see tomorrow would be widespread, but just not enough of a chance to really include on the 7-day all that much. Okay, Unionville. My suspicion, June, was that you were in the thumb. But I just did not want to get that wrong. So thanks for letting me know. Probably my guess is in Unionville you got a little lake enhancement off the Saginaw Bay. So that's probably why you got one of those higher totals there. So appreciate that report, always valuable. Through tomorrow, we should get a break. And then really over the next several days, we should be getting a break as well. Thinking pretty much Thursday through Sunday, we're primarily dry. Did add a chance for a little snow on Saturday night into Sunday. It doesn't seem like it's going to be too big of a problem. Dean, appreciate that report from Harbor Beach. Likely some lake enhancement in that area as well. So closer to the upper half of that range. I think a lot of our inland locations were probably closer to about 1 to 2 inches. We had 1 to 3, so if you got 4, obviously a little bit over that, but so goes areas near Lake Huron and the Saginaw Bay. I've learned that over the last decade or so working here at TV5 that you can turn over every single meteorological stone and things happen towards Harbor Beach and areas like Unionville. So Dean and June, appreciate those reports. Happy New Year. And Barbara, I saw your comment come through when the intro was playing. Happy New Year to you. Anyone else that is watching, there's 50 of us on the stream on Facebook tonight. I'm sure there's more on our website and our YouTube. Barbara, 2 inches in Saginaw Township. Okay, so I'd say, again, probably about 1 to 2 inches for most of our inland locations from that snow today. A little fluff factor to that, too. That probably helped. But I'm just glad everyone got through the road conditions today. That certainly wasn't fun. Happy New Year to you, Rebecca. Early next week, I think we have a chance to warm up a little bit. Monday and Tuesday, likely in the 30s. Monday, probably a mix of 20s and 30s, but I think we can get more 30s by Tuesday, more 30s by Wednesday. Don't worry about the words mix Monday and Tuesday of next week. I know we're a little hesitant about that word after we had some freezing rain recently last Friday and also this Monday, last Friday and Sunday going into Monday. But I don't necessarily think this is looking to be the same scale as it was, so I wouldn't necessarily allow you to panic about that. I know ice gets everyone's attention a little bit, but Monday and Tuesday, I'm not really anticipating anything that we've had in recent days. We'll obviously keep you updated if that changes, but it doesn't look to be that way right now. Mid-30s, that's going to feel pretty nice, all things considered. Unfortunately, now that we're starting to build up ice again, I know we had that rescue the other day, but now that we're starting to build up ice again, you'd like to keep that going for those who like being out on the ice, but 34, 36, not necessarily ideal. Now, could you get away with a couple of days, and as long as it cools down after that? Certain scenarios, yes, but we certainly don't want to see a prolonged stretch on the warmer side for those who want to be out on the ice. Don, appreciate the report out of Tawas. Always appreciate Don's report. Tawas is one of those areas we just can't really see that well, to be quite honest with you. It's sort of a in-between area between the Detroit radar and the Gaylord radar, and oftentimes it's a little deceiving what's going on in Iosco and Alcona County. So always appreciate Don's reports and anyone else who can provide us some reports from that area. We'd love to have them as well. Karen, Happy New Year. I hope it's a good 2026 for everybody. Not sure if anyone has any resolutions. I know some people don't believe in that, or maybe a goal for 2026, whether big or small, or a good thing that happened to you in 2025. We'll let the 7 days sit up here a little bit longer, but actually let's just show the remaining snow for tonight. Shouldn't be anything earth-shattering. So yeah, a little bit more in Roscommon County through 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, but we're pretty much done in most areas outside of anything super scattered. My goodness, almost yawning on the live stream. Can't have that happen. I've had my kids home from school on Christmas break, so they are keeping they're spending the energy levels. That is for sure. Let's see. I thought I saw another comment come in. Maybe I didn't. I thought I saw something come in about a commute from Standish. Maybe that comment got hidden on me. But either way, really not much left to go. pretty short stream tonight. The one thing I did just think about is we've got some pretty cold wind chills on the way. Let's see what wind chills are looking like. Tomorrow, I think we'll drop near 0 tonight in that category. Let's see here. Where is my wind chill model? Doing everything on the fly. There we go. Feels like temperature. So this is what we wake up to tomorrow morning as we start. There it is. Sheila's comment. Drove home from Standish and it took me an hour and a half to get home. Yeah, I can believe that. Some slower commutes tonight. Future feels like temperatures Thursday morning near and below 0. So that's not a kind start to 2026 tomorrow. Probably won't improve much during the day. Think we'll get up into positive territory a little bit in the afternoon, but then right back down, I think, as we head towards Friday morning. Not necessarily below 0 everywhere Friday morning, but certainly lower. So Sheila, glad you made it home safe. I know it was slower going, but glad you got there. All right, I'm going to end the live stream there. We also have our 10 o'clock newscast on TV5 tonight instead of the 11 o'clock because of the New Year's Eve coverage from the CBS National station. So we get to end our newscast a little bit earlier tonight, but I got to prep for that. Obviously, can't do the newscast in my Central Michigan sweatshirt. I would love to, but I can't do that. So we'll have to get ready for that. But yeah, like I've said before, hope everyone has a great start to 2026, a great finish to 2025. Thanks to all of you who are in for the night or at least just tuning in before you head out. Always appreciate it. And we will see you next year. We will have streams Thursday and Friday as well. And of course, streams as we go throughout every Monday and Friday night at roughly 9 o'clock. Until then, I will see you all tomorrow and have a safe and wonderful finish to your 2025.